Hello, everybody. My name is Shaughnessy Lofton, and for the spring 19th semester, I was an intern in the Office of Cancer Health Equity at Wake Forest Baptist Health and the Comprehensive Cancer Center. Um, During my time here at Wake, I did a lot of work with the Downtown Health Plaza, which is basically a facility that tailors their services to over 15,000 Medicaid and uninsured patients. And so going in, we realized that the Downtown Health Plaza was tackling so many issues and so many health disparities. They really weren't assessing students, not students, they weren't assessing their patients' tobacco usage. And so some of the objectives that I had coming in was area of responsibility 1.2. Basically, to find existing information and data related to health. So this, I was able to find information that was about the implications and effects that tobacco could have on your body. So I did that for the Downtown Health Plaza. I formulated an infographic, and basically, this infographic informed them of how tobacco isn't just affecting your lungs; they affect your body in total. Um, and so that's area's responsibility 1.2. And then another objective that I had was area responsibility 1.7, basically determining the needs for health education promotion based on the assessment findings. So the med student before me had already did some of the groundwork with assessing and completing a needs assessment with the organization to see, like, where are they lacking, like, while they do offer many services. As the Office of Cancer Health Equity, we want to do our best to provide their patients with equity and address those issues that probably aren't addressed. Lastly, my last objective was area responsibility, tailored to area responsibility 2.3. Basically, I was um, basically having to design strategies or interventions. But what I did was really use some evidence-based strategies instead of designing some strategies and implement those in the Downtown Health Plaza. I also was able to formulate some standard operating procedures so that they could have consistent assessment when it comes to tobacco usage. Moving along. So some evidence of some of the things that I completed in the internship. I was able to complete an infographic, and I'm going to pull it up for you all. And so this infographic is basically the one that I was mentioning earlier, and it's titled "How Can Tobacco Use Affect Your Body?" So something that the Downtown Health Plaza talked about a lot is that they didn't have any educational resources for their patients about tobacco usage and how it has effects on your body beyond the lungs. So this was a simple infographic that's going to be placed in each patient's room, and basically it just kind of shows. Let's see. I don't know how to switch this. So I'm going to show you. So this is the infographic, and it's basically how tobacco use affects your body, and it shows the different parts of the body and that it affects. And then it also shows once you quit smoking, the things that can happen after you stop smoking. I also talked about how I did some standard operating procedures, a chart for the Downtown Health Plaza. And so here is this. This is basically telling the nurse or whoever is in charge what to do and how to assess their patients for tobacco usage and how to follow up, because we always want to make sure that we're following up, not just initiating process, but making sure that we stay with these patients in continuance. So this is the standard operating procedures, and basically all of the facility will be distributed this throughout the whole facility. And basically that's basically telling them how to assess their patients if they're using tobacco products, and what to do and what not to do. So some major lessons that I learned overall is the significance of really being flexible and talking to your preceptor. A lot of times your preceptors are super busy, but you also need to make sure that you're receiving receiving out of it, not just giving. And so you want to make sure that you're developing. Like your internship project is very important. However, you want to make sure, like, this potentially could be a job. You want to make sure that you're making the connections, and the networking is very important as well. Dealing with personalities, there's all different types of personalities. You have to really differentiate work life from at home, and like sometimes they become invasive and they want to be in your business, and you have to really set that boundary. And then working in teams is very significant in public health itself, better yet at the Comprehensive Cancer Center. So, for future interns who may complete their internship at my organization, make sure that you are talking to our preceptors, you're making your voice be heard, you are active, you are asking them questions so that they know that you're interested. And yeah, like Wake Forest Baptist Health is wonderful, and I recommend it to any student that's interested in cancer, any student that's interested in equity, any student that's really interested in developing an office setting, because that's not what I expected. And I really learned the significance of office etiquette. That's a thing. And now I'm in the process of applying for jobs and using them as a reference, and they absolutely love me. And because their offices ran off of a grant, I haven't really got a position there, but they definitely have been recommending me for other positions with other facilities that's connected to Wake Baptist Health. So like it's definitely possible. Just make sure you keep your mind open and go in there and advocate for yourself and get what you want, because it's not even just about them, it's about you as well, and your experience will change your life.